Good evening, my Roslins and Rosikins. Mother is back, and I want to talk about how people will use children to humble a beautiful woman. And I want to say hashtag beware and hashtag child free. So remember, I did a poll, and a lot of you wanted me to talk more about child free content as a brown cis dark skin exotical. And in this episode or video, as you would say, I want to talk about the fact that a great example of how being a mother for a beautiful woman can really, I would say, cause a lot of trauma for your children, and why this can be a pro for being child free, and also to give you some insight if you are a beautiful woman, as in a beautiful mother that has, children that are, beautiful as well, and that others would target because they can't get to you, so they get you through your children. So, the first thing I want to talk about is the benefits of being child free in regards to this topic. So, as a child free brown cis dark skin article, I don't have to worry about someone coming after my beautiful Rosalind. As you know, Rosalind would have been her name if I would have had a daughter, if I had kids anyway. But, I'm child free, so I don't want kids. But the point is, yes, I don't have to worry about someone coming for my Rosalind if I were a mother, because yeah, I'm not a mother. So that's a benefit for me. A lot of times when you're a beautiful woman, people will not be able to humble you. So they'll go to you through your children. And that's literally a benefit. I don't have to worry about someone trying to bully my daughter because they can't bully me. I don't have to worry about someone trying to torment my son because they can't get to me. I don't have to worry about people critiquing the looks of my children because I have none. You know, I don't have to worry about someone talking about, oh, my your daughter, she looks too grown just because she's beautiful. She's a beautiful girl. I don't have to worry about someone talking about, oh, your son, he about to be a hoe when he gets older, because he's a handsome young boy. Or to fetishize, said children, if you have any. As a child free brown cis dark skin article, I don't have to worry about those things. And I'm glad, I'm blessed. Now, on to the topic of those who do have children. A great example that I want to mention is Beyonce. As you know, Blue Ivy has been killing it and doing her thing. It's thinging on stage. And so people have been saying how she looks grown, how she's too tall, how she wears makeup, she's 13, etc., etc. Now, depending on your rearing as a child, and even if you're a parent, your parental rearing of your own children, you might agree with some of those statements. But I just want to add this part, okay? The only reason that people even look at Blue Ivy twice in the sense of trying to critique her is because her mother is the Beyonce Knowles Carter. Let's be honest. Let's go there. The only reason that anybody is scrutinizing her as hard as they are, as in Blue Ivy, is because she is the daughter of the Beyonce Knowles Carter. That's her name wrong. Sorry. Wait, the Beyonce Giselle Knowles Carter. There you go. And so they do that because they can't humble Beyonce. They tried to clown her with her concert tickets for her Cowboy Carter tour. And as you know, a lot of people are broke, okay, or they put their money in other things, hashtag tariffs. So a lot of people are just like, it might not sell as much as Renaissance. At this point, we don't know how much it's going to sell, but I know from just the videos alone that it's sold hell of a lot because that shit is damn near filled, if it's not completely filled, with where she's performing. But the point is that Beyonce is still killing it after all these years in the industry, after three children, after a cheating, lying husband. Um, yeah, after all those things, a billionaire cheating, lying husband at that. Hello, period. After all those things, she's still killing it. You know what I'm saying? And people just can't stand to see her continue to win. But she is winning. And she's very fluid with her identity. At first, she was more so targeting the Black community when she first came out, because that's the community that she came from. And then she started using her other ambiguous traits and characteristics and phenotype to appeal to wider audiences because they deemed her as beautiful for those things because she is a beautiful light-skinned exotical. And so all these different things have happened with Beyonce throughout her career. And the point is that it's one thing when you're winning, it's another when you are a beautiful woman that has beautiful children that you're allowing to win too. And I saw in the comment section, and that's what Beyonce's doing for her daughter, Blue Ivy. I saw in the comment section, people are like, well, Blue's taking the spot of real dancers. And I just want to add this, no, the fuck she's not. That is Beyonce's baby girl. She's going to dance her ass off if she wants to dance her ass off with her mother and she puts in the work because Beyonce would have no less. Beyonce is perfectionist, as we all know, and she's going to make sure her baby cub is taken care of and that she understands the industry to the extent of the fact that you actually have to put in the work, at the very least, at the age of 13, to own that stage with her mother, right? And they're acting like they wouldn't do the same for their children if they had them. And they were on the level of Beyonce and had opportunity. I even see people like Omarion putting his babies out there with him on stage. I think that that is genius. I think it is smart. And I think that it's a beautiful moment shared between a musician parent and a child that wants to follow in the steps or that is open to those same artistic traits and talents themselves or has it as well. So it's just a lot of things that I'm seeing with this Blue Ivy topic. On Cowboy Carter tour, they clowned her in the Renaissance tour when she first started, and she got better by the end. Now she came out swinging, and people still have shit to say. I just want to remind everybody, she's 13 years old. She's taller than Beyonce. She's slim. She's beautiful. She's light skinned. I'm so extra. I'm sorry. She got hair because they clowned her hair. They clowned her face. Her face is gorgeous. She's looking like her mama every single day, more and more. And so the question is, what the fuck do you have to say now? You know? And now they're trying to come for Rumi Carter as well. And of course, Sir Carter, Beyonce's son, Beyonce and Jay Z's son. But I'm targeting more towards saying this is Beyonce's kids in this video, even though she's married to Jay Z and that's his babies too. I acknowledge that. But I'm saying this because the only reason they target these children so freaking bad is because they are Beyonce's babies. And I remember Kanye West making a post about how Sir and Rumi are like slow or whatever word he used that I'm not going to repeat on my channel. But no, you can't do that. You can't just speak on children. Growing up, some people probably spoke on me too about me and what I would become when I was a younger girl because of my upbringing and where I came from. And I shared that I'm adopted, so I didn't have the nicest upbringing before I got adopted. And even when I got adopted, I feel like I'm saying adopted, it was still hard some days, you know? So it's just like a lot of people want to count you out because of where they see you are right now as a child. And then when you prove them all wrong, then they don't have shit to say. We're the haters, crickets. So, as a testament as someone who has been counted out as an underdog my entire life, I always am going to stand the people that people least expect to win. I'm always going to support those people. And right now, those people are Beyonce's children. I believe in my heart that they are going to be successful, beautiful, black, um, multicultural, multiracial, but they're part of the black community, as we know too. Children, they are exotical children via their mother. And so I just want to add that leave children alone. If you are someone that has your own babies and you're a beautiful woman, please protect them at all costs. And please understand when people come for your babies, they're just trying to get to you. It's not, it is personal, but it's not really towards them. It's because they're jealous. Some people are even jealous that your kids have you as the mother, right? Some people are jealous that your kids have your DNA. Some people are jealous that your kids have a proximity to you, that you have a love, that you will love them in a way that you could never love said person that's speaking ill on your children. A lot of times it's not about your children. It's really about you as a woman, a beautiful woman at that. And the fact that they can't get to you, they can't humble you with anything else. But because your weakness is your babies, they're going to target your babies. And I want to let you know this. Um, because I keep observing the same pattern. A lot of people target celebrity women, beautiful celebrity women specifically, and their kids because they can't humble that celebrity. And Beyonce is on a level all her own. And so, since she's the queen bee, people are going to come for her kids even harder because they have nothing else they can humble her with. And so, the second that she decided to sacrifice her body to become a mother, basically, in the sense of um, being willing to gain weight, being willing to do all these things to become a mother, to possibly change her body forever, and to carry on the genes of Jay Z as in her husband, is the second that people saw, oh, there goes a weakness. I can use this to my benefit. I can fuck with her now, you know? And so some of you might understand what I'm saying, some of you might not, but those who will get it will get it. And I just want to say, as a child free brown cis dark skin Zago, I love the fact that I don't have to go through that, respectfully. Because you guys already know how I am about myself. I'm already like, ugh, about myself. I was just like, ugh. But fucking with my children? Bitch, you got a death wish. I just want you to know, personally, me personally, I, to you, want you to know 17,000 years fucking here, you got a death wish. And so I'm pretty sure that there are some Roslins out there who are mama bears who have that same type of energy, who actually are mothers, because I'm not, but I'll be mothering y'all on this channel, amen, who feel the same way. It's the audacity, it's the gall, it's the nerve. And they're also scared that Beyonce will actually be able to create a protege out of her own daughter, as in pass on the torch of fabulousness. And some people feel the same way about some of you, Roslins, who are mothers and, you know, beautiful women who have children in general. They're scared that, especially if you have daughters, oh, it's a wrap, honey, because that's a mini you. That's a little mini you, a mini you. And if they have the genes of their father, who might be less attractive than you as the woman, or not on your level beauty wise, like in the case of Jay Z, they're gonna try to come for your baby girls, especially if they have any characteristics that match his, because they are colorist, texturist, featurist, etc. And then some could just say they just realized that Jay Z is not as attractive as Beyonce, and therefore his genes are messing up her gene pool. Me personally, it is what it is. You know, you marry who you marry, you have kids with who you have kids with within a marriage. And there's a chance that your babies will take after you or your spouse or both of you, right? So it's just with genetics, you never know. But I also know with children, you gotta allow them to grow into their looks, regardless of how beautiful they are as a child. You still have to let them mature because they're children. Like, first of all, the real question is, why are you looking at a child in a perverted way at all? Let's go there too. Why are you caring if a child has sex appeal? Why are you caring how attractive a baby is? Like, babies are cute. Babies are little new souls that are here that just happened to be born literally yesterday, right? And they're trying to figure their stuff out. They're trying to understand the regular functions of what it is to be a person. And you're over here scrutinizing their looks. You're mad because Beyonce brought Blue Ivy to the stage with her on her tours, when you would literally take your child, if you know you regular workers, regular people, everyday people, or take your children to your work and teach them some of your skills. I would hope that if you're a beautician, you're teaching your daughter how to do her own hair and how to do hair. I would hope that if you're a teacher, you're teaching your children even better with education wise, so they could get a leg up within the education system. Amen, amen. I would hope that if you are a beautiful woman, even you're teaching your daughter skills on beauty. I would hope these things. I would hope that if you're even a Razakan and you're teaching your son how to be a man, and if he's attractive like you, especially, how to like be wise with his looks and the fact that women will chase him. I'm hoping that if you're a parent of any vicinity, that you're going to help your child, give them some cheat codes in life, help them get a leg up. I would be ashamed, okay? I'm be honest. At Beyonce, the Beyonce and Jay-Z were not teaching their kids the music industry, teaching them how to be business little men and women eventually, right? Like, would you not want to do that? Would you not want to pass on that torch, make your baby's life easier, especially if they have your looks as well and your wealth to be inherited? Like, would you not, and talent on top of that? Like, if you have children that are beautiful, thriving like yourself as a parent, would you not want to cultivate that even more? So that's what I'm just saying. Everyone can miss me with all these background outside fucking noises. You're just mad that you are not in the same position as that beautiful said woman that is putting her babies on and that is not able to easily be humbled. And so you want to humble her through her babies. And that, I believe, is the psychology of a lot of people that come for beautiful women's children. And I want you, my Rosalynds and Rosakins even, to understand that when people target you, they're the only way they could target you really is through your kids, because they know your kids is a weakness. They know your kids are defenseless. They know your kids is new to life. They don't have any accolades like you do. Everything they have so far, they're going to get from you until they build things for themselves. Unless you're fortunate, like a Beyonce and Jay-Z, or in that type of environment, have a business, entrepreneurship, etc. talents where you can help them cultivate their own from a young age, like Beyonce's parents helped do for her, right? They weren't able to protege her the same way she's able to protege Blue Ivy, but they were still able to introduce her to the music industry and be that business backbone for her while she cultivated her talents. So these are things you just want to keep in mind, because a lot of people are wicked out here. You know, they don't go easy on children nowadays. They want a say in how people are reared. They want a say in how much blessings you could bestow amongst your own, well, upon your own child. And I find it disgusting. I find it very, very evil and wicked and envious. Bitches are envious. Mother truckers are envious of children, of children, and of women, beautiful women. And so they try to humble you through your babies. And I want to also link this to the child free conversation, because a lot of people never really understand why a lot of beautiful women are child free that are. Well, we're child free because we don't want these problems. Some of us know that we're crazy enough to do something about it. Okay. Some of us, a lot of us don't have the protection that, Jay-Z and Beyonce have for their children. They have security. Okay. Imagine a little mini you out in the world, right? And I always bring this up because it's just the reality of things. You're beautiful. Your baby's going to be beautiful. Someone could prey on them in a sexual perverted way. Someone could abuse them physically. Someone could beat on them, hit them, steal them. These are all the things we have to think about. People are triggered just from Blue Ivy being on a stage miles away from them in the seats, right? Like, literally. And imagine if Beyonce and Jay-Z just lived down the street from everyday people like a lot of us do. What, with no security, just living their life, working, doing what they got to do to protect and provide for their families. Imagine what they would do to those children. I don't even want to think. I shudder to think. But that's the reality of a lot of beautiful um, exoticals babies. And even unambiguous black women, their babies, because a lot of black women go missing, black girls go missing. So that's what I'm just saying. There are so many nuances to these conversations about child freeness and being a beautiful woman, and why a lot of beautiful women are choosing not to have kids. Some beautiful women have even been touched themselves. They don't want to take that chance with their babies. It's a blessing that in this scenario where I'm using Beyonce as an example of the very perverted ways that people try to humble her through her children, it's a blessing that Beyonce didn't go through that. And so she feels most likely safe enough to have babies, and they have security and all these different things, and she was around trusted people. I pray that remains the story, because she never has came out about anything else other than just growing up in the music industry, being protected, being sheltered, her connections, etc. But a lot of people don't have that type of blessing or protection to that extent. And so we hear about a lot of beautiful girls that get really hurt in certain industries and just in regular jobs. So that's what I'm saying. Like, it's just a nuance of things, right? And I think a lot of times when people put you as a beautiful woman on a pedestal and your children don't meet the expectation right off the bat, they're going to go at them aesthetically as well, because they're like, well, you're this beautiful thing. Since, you're just so gorgeous, let me bully your kids because they're not, type of energy. And it's just like, how dare you? How dare you? How fucking dare you, bitch? How dare you? So it's just like the audacity that you have to tolerate when you become a mother and when you're a beautiful mother on top of that, where people will try to really, really mess with your kids to get to you. And my heart goes out to women like Beyonce, just beautiful, exotical women of all different shades, even beautiful, unambiguous Black women of, of the world as well, just beautiful women in general. My heart goes out to all beautiful women of different races on top of that, because when you have a beautiful child, or your children have to grow into their looks, which either is one of the two extremes, right? Or just even in the middle, you know, people will really try to hurt you through them. They'll treat them mean, they'll abuse them, they'll pervert, prey on them. They'll do so many things, fetishize them. I've seen so many different like headlines or little video like headings. I don't click on them because I know they're clickbait and they're just disgusting. But ever since Blue Ivy was a baby, they've been coming for that girl. And now they're coming for her little sister and her baby brother. And I just think that it's not fair. It's not right. Leave children out of these discussions. All she's doing is dancing, fully clothed, not half naked, just dancing with her mom on stage. That's it. She's not in some scandal. She's not throwing it back. She's dancing. She's a protege of one of the greatest musicians of all time. Leave her alone. And also, for those of you who are listening, you beautiful mothers out there, and you child free women that are listening, I understand. This is exactly why mother has not made the decision either to have kids. And for all the beautiful mothers that are listening, my heart goes out to you. You have to be extra vigilant because you're a beautiful woman and now a beautiful mother, because people are going to come for your children to get to you. Even the men that you lie down and have them with will do the same. Please be careful out there. Please guard your beauty, guard your babies, guard your heart. Be vigilant, because people are wanting to prey on you. And if they can't get to you, they'll go to you through your kids by any means necessary, because they know that your children are weaker than you and don't have as much social power as you, because they're just children. And it's important for you to not be neglectful of them and to not trust anyone with your babies but you. Even when it comes down to, your husband, please still be vigilant, because you just never know, especially if you have little girls and even little boys. Nowadays, you can't really trust anything. You got to keep your mommy senses on, okay? You got to let that shit tingle when it needs to. You can't give people the benefit of the doubt. Babies need protection. Your baby girls, your baby boys, they need protection. And I'm telling you specifically, Rosalind, because mothers play a huge role in child development. And I know it's unfair with the imbalances in regards to gender roles with child rearing, but the truth of the matter is that you're your baby's first teacher and protector. I know they say dads are protectors, which they are, but honey, you've been protecting that baby since they were in the womb, honey. That baby's a part of you for a life, for eternity. So please just be wary. Okay, be weary, because with the way people are moving nowadays in these streets, it's scary. I can't imagine being a mother having to deal with all this. A beautiful mother at that, with babies. It's dangerous. So, with that, mother is going to say, ciao. I love you, my Rosalins and Rosikins. Bye.